Welcome to the archives of the Arizona Entertainment Awards. This show presents a history of those awards.
We're Two Cities! Soundboard's Rock Band of the Year.
Rock with us here on Backstage Pass.
Yeah.
The Arizona Entertainment Awards actually began in 1985 with the Soundboard Music Awards.
Please watch Backstage in Arizona and watch.
If you don't, we'll get you.
Well, tell them what you won, man. Tell them what you won.
The best blues band of 1985.
That's right. Big Pete Pearson won
The
that.
Blues Sevilles. Let me tell you about it. Why don't you tell them a little bit, Gary?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I won the best jazz band of the year with my three compatriots, John Daly, Dave Cook, and Bob Tate, who aren't here right now, but who have drugged me into this award.
All right.
Just taken Best Original Band of the Year from Soundboard and its readers. Thank you very much. You can see Major Lingo on Backstage Arizona.
And
If you recognize them, if you're from Arizona, I'm sure at one time at least over half of you used to be a ranger. So this award goes out for his lifetime achievement, and it's far from over. This goes to Mr. Lou King, a good friend. Mr. Arizona himself.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. You know something? This guy here, I think of myself when I started in the business. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of pizzazz. You wonder how you're going to make it. This guy's made so many sacrifices to do what he's been doing. And I'm one of the guys that appreciate it because he is a great talent in his own right. And he is. That's right. Now let him show it. You guys are here tonight enjoying this because of him. And I hope that the things that he dreams of and he's working toward will happen, and they will, because what it takes, what he has guts and perseverance. I want to thank you very much for this award. I want to also thank the invitation here tonight. Also, my wife Patty's in the crowd, audience out there. The Finleys are out there. The Johnstones are out there. Dr. Severance and his wife are out there, and all the other nice friends. And most of all, I want to thank a lot of you because I know a lot of you out there already tonight stop me and says, hey, we're Rangers or watch you. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you.
So here's Bob Corator.
Well, this is kind of a surprise, but I am honored to give away this award. This award is presented to a person who has presented what I think is definitely a musical oasis here in the Valley. She's done what basically I don't think anybody else has done, brought in a lot of great talent. I'm very much into the blues, and she has brought in a lot of great blues things, is real hip to whatever project I think people would present to her. How about a big hand for Nancy Jackson and Jim Simmons from Chewy's.
Nan sends her thanks. She couldn't be here tonight. She had to go to LA for a couple days. We're plotting the next Chewy's, and don't ask where. We want to actually thank all you musicians and all the rest of you people, because you are what made Chewy's, not us. You showed up, you played, you had fun, you guys were wonderful.
Without people like
Thanks.
this to say, Joel, what do you need? I would like to add my part to making something great here in Arizona. And I think that's great. He's only been here 2 years, and he's actually one of the top supporters in Arizona entertainment. Bill Crosby.
Well, I want to thank Joel, and I want to compliment him on doing a grand job and really working hard to keep our local entertainment going. And I think he deserves a big applause for the efforts that he's putting into this whole thing. Thanks, Joel.
Thank you, Floyd. So if anybody has any video or audio work, Floyd has one of the most respected establishments here in town. Another person who is very not well recognized around except to the entertainers themselves, who supported them for the last 5 or 6 years. He's known as the Boogeyman, and I owe a lot to him because he's always been there when I needed him, and I've needed him a lot. And this award goes to Ron and Jan Noah. They publish Soundboard magazine. Actually, it's a newspaper, and it features all local and national entertainers. And this man has really worked his rear off to make sure that all the entertainers get the recognition they deserve.
Thank you, Joel. You know, a plaque like this coming from a guy like this means a whole lot to me, because Joel knows how hard we've worked, because I know how hard Joel has worked. He's basically a one-man operation, and for the things that he has accomplished is truly amazing, because he has worked under adverse conditions, to say the least, and the man has always pulled it off. Somehow he's always pulled it off, and every anniversary party he has keeps getting better and better every year, and I've got a lot of respect for this man, and thank you very much, Joel.
Almost 4 years ago, I met these people, and they were instrumental in being what I consider to be creative consultants, telling me which ways that the show would best prosper, and they were there when I needed them. And I hold a lot of faith in their abilities. They're trying to produce video features here in Phoenix, and they worked real hard. Now they're on a new project, and this award goes to Jim Buick and Sheila O'Keefe from Palax Video and Communications Group.
Well, thank you, Joel, and on behalf of my partner and husband, Jim Buick, and myself, thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Let's give Joel a big round of applause.
In the sense is the Academy Awards, and like I said, without these people, this show would not be possible. And everybody it's not accolades for me, because I sincerely want to thank these people. And he works for a company called Video West, who's one of the sponsors of this event. Also one of my closest friends. He's worked on all kinds of things, shows like the Golden Girls for NBC. You've seen a lot of major sports events. He also does a lot of commercial work. And if you notice up on top there's a remote control camera boom. It's the only one like it here in the state. And he's one of my closest friends. And this goes out to Michael and Jan Saperton from MJMK Production Services.
Sure, just support this guy. He's been working real hard. Go for it, Joel.
Might sound a little corny, but some of the people that have known me the longest are here. And for support and moral support, because I love them very much. And this goes out to my mother and my father, Mr. and Mrs. Al and Irene Samuel. And my mother just celebrated her 74th birthday, and she's sitting right over there next to Kai D, and I'm glad that Kai D made it out tonight. Once I finally got in touch with the owner and president of KUSK, and I had a meeting with him, and I talked to him, and he believed that this is a type of show that really has an audience and deserves to be on. So this award goes out to Bill Sorrow from KUSK TV, because without him, we would not be on broadcast.
Thank you, Joel. Not only are we really pleased with supporting music in Arizona, but it's a big part of making us grow on KUSK. In the next 6 months, we're going to be having more power, more channels around the valley to be able to watch programs like this. And so we really think you're an asset to the station. Thank you.
Whoopi Goldberg tonight, but maybe somebody from Evening Stars out there. He was instrumental in getting us Sean Phillips and Jerry Riopel, and he hosted the show. This one goes out to Evening Star Productions and Dan Zalesko.
Arizona's event of the year, Backstage Pass presents the Arizona Entertainment Awards. Support Arizona talent. Great food with an exciting lineup of our best variety entertainment all in one show. Show your support for Arizona. Let's make something happen here. Get involved. Call us at 438-0555 for voting information about your vote and the award show.
Carried it down. Now 7 years since Backstage Pass first started. And I'm honored to just be a part of it. Again, I wanted to make an acknowledgement to Ron Noah and thank him. He's not, I don't think, with us tonight. He might be in the audience somewhere. I think he deserves a round of applause for starting it, and we're going to continue to do it. All the people that were on the ballot deserve to be on there, and all of them deserve to win. What this is an acknowledgement of the professional entertainment that we have here in the Arizona, and again, it does not altogether reflect the best. Three top nominees were Small Paul and Drive-In Wheel, Jam Track, and the Groove Merchants. And the winner is the Groove Merchants. Again, the dance band of the year, the Groove Merchants. Another round of applause.
Thank you. There's been a lot of confusion over the years about what New Age music is, and in fact in Europe they're calling it ambient music, and just the idea is that it's music that creates a feeling or an atmosphere. And the main thing about it, I think, is that it's eclectic and it's usually pretty inspiring. The nominees this year are R. Carlos Nakai, Shayla, and Joe Myers. And the winner is Joe Myers. So please come up and accept your award. Come on.
And here's Joe Myers. Give him a round of applause.
Thanks. Good luck. Thanks a lot.
Everything okay?
Thank you, Andrew. Joe Myers. He's going to be performing here tonight, too. I'm really happy to have this lineup of entertainment. She's the editor of the KNIX magazine. Please welcome Sandy Lovejoy.
Thanks very, very much, Joel. I was cleaning out my closet last week, and I came across T-shirts. One of them said, J.W. Minor and the Country Expression, and the other said, Paul T. Morris Band. And I kept them as reminders of the people that have passed through the country scene since I've been watching it over 10 years. Most of tonight's nominees for the Country Music Award were around, even back then. The difference is they're still here. They're not going to go away either. They have discovered that what they are and what they do has everything to do with music. They've survived some goof-off years. They've served their early apprenticeships by gathering followings in local clubs all around the valley. And now almost all of them are in various stages of figuring out what's next. Most of the time, our country musician nominees have the presence of mind to enjoy the process of getting there. They realize one day these might be the good times. I've found that their joy in what they do and their optimism about their future has made them really wonderful people to know. In alphabetical order, the nominees are Jeff Dayton and the Jeff Dayton Band, Gigi Dixon, the Herndon Brothers Band, Muggy Owen, and J. David Sloan and Western Bread. And I would like to give special recognition to J. David Sloan. He is like our country musician emeritus here in the Valley. There probably are very few here who have not enjoyed learning under his kindness. This is a man who, believe it or not, probably does not have an enemy. Jay, I think you're here. Thank you. The winner of the award tonight is Jeff Dayton and the Jeff Dayton Band.
I just want to say that it's wonderful to be a winner of this award. I want to congratulate all the country musicians in the Valley, and especially the other nominees. They're friends of ours. We love you guys too, and there's nothing like having a big family, and I think we really do. I think we've got a community of country music here and all the music in Arizona, and thanks to Joel for putting this show together one more time and doing it, because it's sure a lot of work, but if it weren't there and if Joel weren't doing it, I don't know who'd fill in the gap. He's doing a great service for all of us and for music in Arizona. Thanks.
That's Jeff Dayton. And one of the greatest supporters, Sandy Lovejoy from KNIX. Thanks, Sandy. Our next entertainer, actually, has been around a lot longer than Backstage Pass. He is the president of the Arizona Songwriters Association. If you are entertainers out there and you want to know about publishing or anything about music, please, I encourage you to join the Arizona Songwriters Association. We constantly have conferences every month bringing in music publishers, radio labels, just some of the top people in the industry to inform you and to get your music played. And without further ado, I want to introduce him. He's going to introduce the winner of this year's Solo Duo Artist Award, and that is John Eiger. Give him a round of applause.
Thanks, Joel. As Joel said, we put on a lot of events, and I know how much work it is to do it and to put on this kind of event. I think we all owe a big hand to Joel for getting this together. Let's hear it for Joel Samuel. Okay, we had a lot of great solo artists nominated this year, and the top three were Summers and Kaler, Brian O'Carroll, and Hans Olsen. And the winner is Hans Olsen.
John. Joel had me bring down another soundboard award that a lot of people got. This is one I got in '87. The soundboard tradition is being carried on by Joel and the backstage people, and I think it's a wonderful thing. We need to recognize the musicians that work so hard and don't get enough recognition during the year. And for all the people that have won these awards, then you get a new one to put on your shelf. And it's an honor for me to win this award. Thank you, John. Thank you, Joel.
All right. Give that to Joel.
Hans Olsen. Thank you, Hans. I encourage you, if you're entertainers out there, please sign up and become a member of Arizona Songwriters Association. They've been around for, I think, in the mid-'70s or maybe even earlier than that. And John's been doing a great job. A lot of people are just now trying to start music conferences and the likes. John's been doing it for 10, 15 years at least. And most of the people still don't know him. It's a chance that you should. The membership fees are very small, and the amount that you get back
A lot on the comedy
incredible. Show. This is the original. He has been the mascot of the show since 1984. And though there are a lot of imitations, this is the real BS Cactus. And for those people unfamiliar with him, it stands for the backstage cactus, not other terms. BS, so how's the night been for you tonight?
Very balmy, thank you.
It gets pretty hot in there, right? Whew. You know, it's interesting. I once was going to do a show with El Pollo Asado chicken, and they were telling me a story about that. They said one day one of the guys at the restaurant came in and said, "Do you know your chicken's laying there out there on the sidewalk? It gets pretty hot in there," and the chicken had passed out. So one of the prerequisites of being BS Cactus is that you have to be able to handle high temperatures for long periods of time. So, without further ado, the Comedian of the Year award goes to Joe Trammell. If you saw Comic Strip Live last night, one of the nominees on there was Dan Horn and Michael Finney were the three top nominees. And Joe Trammell is a winner.
That's great, man. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Joel. This is great. This is because it's from my hometown. This means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I also want to thank McKenna's. I know we're at Gold Rush. This is a beautiful place. And Sheldon and John Schultz. I want to thank my family and everybody that supported me, including Joel, since 1984.
And
Thanks
that
a lot.
person, like I said earlier, is almost at every event. He's been at Backstage Passes events since the beginning, and he's constantly taking pictures and giving them to people. If you see him and you were in one of the Backstage Pass pictures, you'll go up to him and say, "Did you take a picture of me?" And he'll hand you. He's been doing this for years. He is keeping the library of photographs for Backstage Pass, and he doesn't know this, but he deserves the award. I'm going to give it to him tonight. Please welcome again to the stage, Ed Goldberg. He said, "You tricked me, didn't you?"
Joel, I'd like to thank you for this and everybody at Soundboard. I'm surprised. I don't even know what to say. But thank you very much to everybody.
One of the greatest guys. Thank you, Ed. This next person, two very talented individuals. This one person organized something that no other music form other than jazz has in this town, and they're really organized, and that's the blues. And no better people to give this award than the founder of the Arizona Blues Society and the Lowdown Blues co-host on K-Jazz, Bob Corritore and Monica Marquis. Please give them a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Joel.
This is a great event, and we'd like to thank Joel for having a great party here and keeping all of the music people aware of a lot of things going on here. The blues has grown so much in this town. I've been here about 10 years, and the scene has just grown and grown. It's gotten to the point that I'm sure the judging of this award was a very hard one, but I'm going to let Monica announce the winner of the Blues Band of the Year Award, Monica Marquis.
And the winner of the Blues Band Award for the Arizona Entertainment is Chuck Hall and the Brick Wall.
By the way, this is the second year in a row that Chuck Hall has won this award.
Thank you. The nominees for the Best Rock Band of the Year are Shy Boy, Whiskey Blue, and Kaiser. The 1991 Rock Band of the Year, Bob Donovan, you've done a great job because it goes to Whiskey Blue.
How you doing, everybody? There's so many people we'd like to thank for this. All the people at Fastlane, our manager, all the people that would come to the shows, and the other bands and stuff who supported us. I know I'm missing a lot of people. Joel, Cindy, everybody from Backstage Pass, and McKenna's, and
Thank
the
you all for
Motors.
participating in the awards, and thank you for supporting Backstage Pass.